Tenderloin, probably the most coveted, sought after piece of meat from the deer out there. And to be honest, that's one of our least favorite. I know. Here's what I normally do with it. I give it away. It's not that I don't like it, it's just everybody likes it more than I do. But I'm gonna show you a great way to cook it using a wet rub, and it's just one sauce and one simple sauce only. Oyster sauce. I know it sounds funny, but the oyster sauce brings in a really deep umami flavor and then introduces the right amount of salt for the perfect tenderloin. So here's what you're gonna need. So get your oyster sauce, get your tenderloins, and then soak them. There's about 1/8 of a cup for these two, and I soaked them for about 2 to 3 hours, but honestly, overnight is preferred. So once they're good and soaked, take them out of your container. You can see they're real rich, look real dark. You gotta trim them up a little bit, and then you gotta dry them off. Just wanna get that fat off there. You can see there's a little bit of a knife gash from the cleaning process. Clean around that. Get a paper towel and take off some of that excess moisture. Now that these are all cleaned up, make sure your cast iron or skillet is blazing hot and set them in there. And just a touch of the high smoke point oil. Now just add one initially. Let the pan heat back up because the cool meat will cool down the skillet. You don't want to steam the meat, you want to sear it. You can turn up the heat just a little bit, but these will cook quickly, so don't take long. You can see that I'm pressing down on the meat right now, which isn't much of a concern. If it's just going on the skillet, that's not going to press out any of the juice. Check the meat. You got a good sear going. That one's good to flip. Just a little brown, probably could have left it on a little bit longer. We want more of that dark caramel color in there, so we'll leave the second one on just a little bit longer. That's the color that we're looking for right there, just a little bit more caramelization on that side. If your meat sticks, it means it's not done cooking yet. You leave it in place and let it finish its process. That side looks pretty good. Don't forget to sear your ends. Those are done. Pull these off immediately and then let them rest for about half the time that you cooked it for. So in our instance, probably about 2 to 3 minutes. Meat's good and rested, slice into her. That is just how you want to cook a tenderloin. That'll be fall apart perfect. I like mine with a little bit of extra salt. Clean my juicy fingers before salting them. I think I should stop giving these away. Oh, cameraman's hungry.
Oh.
I can't think of a more simple way to cook a piece of meat, especially when it turns out this good. This is one of those cuts that if you don't give it away like we normally do, save it for special occasions, especially if you have guests over. When we do hang on to them, we serve them with cheese and crackers as an appetizer for the main dish. So remember, use this recipe and give the game that you require from the field the respect that it deserves.